Hello and welcome. Slam reporting back from the main island Trolleybus depot today for the route number 14 tutorial. We will now depart from the main island depot and we will proceed all the way to Grey House, from where we will do a full loop before returning. Let's put our destination boards back in. So let's do normal destination board and let's do Route 14 for the time being. We are on a public server, so not in service boards are pretty much no factor, at least for the time being. We'll then go to the saloon, another one, another normal, to the rear unit, and last but not least, the small destination board to the back. The compressor stopped running since we have full pressure in the air manifolds. Open the lid, place, holding the V key, left mouse button, close. I will now do a couple more switches before we proceed, so we will do parking lights and doorway lighting, just the usual. It's about to approach night time anyway. I will close the cab door and all the remaining doors before proceeding. Release the parking brake and we will face through the guy in front. Okay, steer such that we do not derail or collide with the wall. Hold the E key, reset control circuit, apply the throttle on the switch and power setting is recommended before proceeding to A1 before idle on the double isolated crossover. Okay, speed up, idle on the divider, right on the next switch. Reset and full throttle ahead. Left blinker, slow down on B2. Turn left using the A key, hold the steering angle using the shift, then readjust with A and the S necessary. Wait till we pass the switch, then we can start speeding up slightly. Always half shift on the section, straight away that implies a normal steering. We will go left on the next switch. White throttle below 20, recommended below 15. Green ahead. We will proceed. Our throttle on 25, then slightly slow down so that we do not derail on the double isolated crossovers. Slight throttle, hold at 20. Solid braking and full power once again. Red light ahead. We can reduce power slightly. B1, B2, pneumatics. We will now set the route unless we get the green. We got a green, we proceed forward. A slight hill start, but nonetheless pretty simple. inbound ahead with I'll not apply any further thrust. indicate left, B1, B2 on 30, pneumatics 16 and up to 40. Okay, looks good to me. We will now wait for the green, and the traffic got green, so we will be setting the route announcer. So we will go below the door switches, then select button 1 and 2.
To select route 6, to select route, to select route,
and skip until we get around 14.
14. Press first button. You are being served by Main Island Trolleybus.
Since the routing starts at Skyscrapper Street,
Yellow Avenue.
we have to skip until we get to Sniper Street.
Yellow Avenue. Beware of pickpockets. The next stop is Tatra Forest. Tatra Forest.
Turn on the lights in the saloon by Jakey.
The next stop is Sniper Street. Sniper Street. Don't forget your belongings when exiting the vehicle. If you found unattended belongings, immediately inform the driver. The next stop is Grey Hills.
Okay, we announce the next stop by using the right bracket key, and you use the right bracket key to cycle the announcer respectively. When you depart from the main depot, you have to announce both the arrival and the next stop separately. For Hardbase Island Depot trolleybuses, this is done in one single message. So for each stop, you press the right bracket once. Since we are from Main Island Depot, we have to do it twice instead. A red light ahead, no need to speed up on or downhill. Right blinker. Pneumatics necessary on downhill. Green light ahead. Let it coast through. M1 into the turn. Delay the turn such that the rear trolleybus is able to pass safely alongside the road markings. Low throttle on 40-ish. Announce the stop. Right blinker and slow down. The general rule of thumb with the electric multiple unit is to enter at 30 km per hour or less for a smooth stop. Parking brake and doors open. Announce next stop.
You are being served by Main Island Trolleybus Depot. This vehicle is en route 14. The next stop is Sniper Street.
Parking brake off, left blinker and full throttle. Entering a roundabout. No more than 30 on the turn. You can also enable the mirror mode by clicking the left controller button and then cycle through the mirrors by using your mouse. Left mirror, center mirror, right mirror, and turn off by clicking the left control key once again. Keep in mind that you lose sight in the front, so do it with extreme caution. When I'm done with the and we have the light. I will coast to the next intersection. I will stop the traffic light. I'm unable to complete the intersection turn. Okay, so it appears we have the right. We will open the front door by pressing the 1 key at the top of your keyboard row, as well as secure it from moving by pressing the parking brake. We will now exit the trolleybus and inspect the issue. It appears that the right pole has dewired. Therefore, we need to lower it below the bus and then rewire it by raising it. all using the Q and E keys respectively. That was a simple rewire. I will inspect the poles when we reach Skyscrapper Street further, so do not worry, I do have this planned from the beginning. Nevertheless, let's return to what I wanted to talk about. So when I'm done with the initial tutorial series, I'm considering of doing some more advanced driving tutorials about getting out of difficult situations when they rise, or even more potentially, consider doing a more self-hosted server-specific tutorials in case of some particular ones that I am quite fond of. Please let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in this type of idea. Now let's proceed to the Sniper Street while you consider the ideas I have mentioned. Sniper Street ahead.
Sniper Street. Don't forget your belongings when exiting the vehicle. If you found unattended belongings, immediately inform the driver.
Open, parking brake, next stop.
The next stop is Tetra Forest.
Okay, all people are in. We will wait for the green light, however, due to our proximity to the light. Reset the window wiper for improved visibility. When the pedestrian crossings start flashing into the red, we will close the doors. And just as I expected, we got a green light. Okay, we will turn right, watch the rear unit. So you have to somewhat go into the opposite direction into the opposite lane when you turn with the EMU. When turning right, turning left is much easier. A red light ahead, slowing down. Service vehicles going behind each other, so that is very interesting. Normally you would want them spread out, but this is public service, so not much you can expect from an organized behavior. Okay, that was a bit late of a stop, however we can still see the traffic light when I sneak peek through the door window. The pedestrian crossing is still passable, minimal interference, so we should be good. And as usual, always look around yourself at all times to make sure you do not get yourself involved in any accident. Transition the blinker.
Tetra Forest.
Was that the next stop, or was that the... yeah, that was the announcement itself. Well, okay, full stop. Parking brake and doors, next stop.
The next stop is Yellow Avenue.
Okay, we do have some population in the rear, but it looks like it's... yeah, more or less 50-50. They tend to be more biased towards the front unit. Okay, I'm sorry, my guy. I'm gonna have to let you stay here. The reason you want very smooth turns even through the tunnel is to make sure that you do not rear wire by shaking the rear unit too much. You can see the suspension is not quite good. And that applies to trailers of all vehicles, including the Z10s. Perfect. Okay, pedestrians are free to go, and when it flashes into red, you can expect a green. good to me. Arguably the most difficult turn here because you have to go full right to make sure that you do not either hit the curb on the left nor on the right or the traffic light itself. Luckily there is no switches here, so it should be good announcing the stop.
Yellow Avenue. Beware of pickpockets.
32% of the brakes, and it should be good parking. Doors, announce the next stop. Release the normal brakes.
The next stop is Town Monument.
So unlike the Route 10, we will go right on the next switch and then turn right towards the Town Monument. Then anti-disestablishment Tasm Street and the Derailment Street. Then turn around into Skyscrapper Street and go all the way back. Route 10 is still by far the most used one, given the legacy from the Trolleybus Place Classic of it being the first route to have ever been introduced into this game franchise. Let's see if we can make it into the green. Yep. Okay, right. Okay, so we don't hit the traffic light on the left. Slight offset, and yeah, very this turn is arguably the tightest for the 09 EMU, and it should be a bit wider, to be honest.
Town Monument. Beware of pickpockets.
Okay, parking brake, doors, release the pedals. Announce the next stop.
The next stop is
Left
anti-disestablishment
blinker,
Tasm Street.
parking brake off, and throttle. Blinker off. Still smooth turn into the left. No more than 30 on this turn given the insert condition we have, otherwise we will risk a derailment. Then full throttle into the hill. No throttle on 38. Let it coast into high 20s, which should stop us from derailing, and also pay attention to how the rear... Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Idle into the next turn. Red light ahead, no need to speed up. Red light ahead, slight speed up into the 30s. Right blinker, and we will start slowing down. Around bit 15 to 20 onto the turn. Same turning interval as before.
Anti-disestablishment Tasm Street.
Same procedure as before, and next stop.
The next stop is Derailment Street.
It's funny how it's called Derailment Street and there's nothing to derail from. Probably the wire, since technically in certain parts of Europe the trolley wires above are considered tracks, same as rails for the trains. If on the brakes. Ending the braking procedure with a harsh stuff like that would have not been suboptimal, which is why I have eased off the brakes and eventually released them altogether, since I knew that the trolleybus would stop due to the action of friction. It's all Keep it around 30 to 35 on the turn. You can see the bends on the wires are a bit aggressive. If you go above 35 or 40, you risk derailment. Or if you have a lower condition on the inserts, even as long as 25. We'll now slow down using the pneumatics only. Announce the final stop.
Derailment Street.
And go
This is the
inspect
last
the
stop.
right
Please exit the vehicle.
pole. The right pole tends to be the problematic one at the moment, and we'll have to inspect it once we pull into the sidings. Okay, looks to be not as simple over the wire, but it still is on second try. I will now pull into the sidings of the Derailment Street. In some self-hosted servers you can see them referred to as DSS to save space in the chat. We will stop by the last pole before the merge switch. Okay, parking brake on and front doors open. We will now get out of the seat, check our toolbox and grab our pole head wrench and 2 of the pole head inserts. We will now do a routine insert inspection. First we have to put down both of the wire poles and put them into the respective placeholders on the roof. Now we climb up the ladder, deploy the hatch so we can stand on it, and check. 59% demands replacement, 67% still demands one. We will replace them with the pole head insert such that that condition is 100%. When we are done, we can simultaneously close the hatch and move backwards for a fast drop down. We can now rewire. Using the Q and E keys, like so. And do the same for the left pole. So it will take a while. It's best to also check the pole inserts from above to make sure that they're aligned with the wires. Otherwise, they will just bounce off or just stay on the wire but not get into electrical contact. We are now fully set for the second leg of the journey and we can now proceed. This is the isolator, so we have to idle, otherwise we will pop the breakers. Wait for the ramp to open. This one is pretty quick, unlike the gates on the main island depot, and we can proceed smoothly. Caution of this pole: if you start turning in too late, you will be wedged between the pole and the ramps, which have now closed. This makes for a difficult maneuver, but you can still get out of it, no problem. It just requires a bit of practice.
You are being served by Main Island Trolleybus Depot. This vehicle is en route 14. The next stop is Anti-Disestablishmentism Street.
We will now proceed. Left on the switch as indicated by the navigation. Left using the mirror mode to check the wires so that they are past the switch. And we are right at the Anti-Disestablishmentism Street.
Anti-Disestablishmentism Street. next stop is Docks.
I've pulled in early, but it is recommended that you only start closing the doors when it is 10 seconds before green light. Turning left. North throttle on 20 for a smooth turn. Use left shift to hold the steering angle as necessary. Watch out for the left traffic light and the curb. Slightly took it, but still good. No more than 30 on the turn, and we just dropped the throttle just in time for the section divider that was behind us. If we were not to do that, the two breakers behind us would have popped. Coast, speed up slightly, then start braking. All the way to the right, all the way to the right. Yeah, the rear unit is on the edge as well. Okay, apparently we rewired. Good. This is the first time that it has happened to me in the entire career in this game. I've never had a derailment followed by a rewirement successfully in a single row.
Docks. Beware of big
We will do a
pockets.
fast exchange due to the green light.
The next stop is Yellow Avenue.
Okay, be quick. No one's entering. Good. Just in time to get into the intersection on a green. If I were to run red, that would lose me 30 points. So you don't want to do that. As well as the fact that skipping stops loses you 50 points. So be careful with how you open and close the doors alongside the parking brake. The parking brake should be the last thing you pull out alongside accelerating out of the stop. Yellow Avenue ahead.
Yellow Avenue. Beware of big pockets. The next stop is Tatra Forest.
Okay, it's a green. Let's go left. Into the tunnel. Right on the switch. Let's try to idle it through. Looks good. And full stop.
The next stop is Sniper Street.
right on the intersection, and then follow the Sniper Street Grey Hills as we have at the start of the tutorial. If we were to do it like that, both of us would have lost the mirrors, unlike the service vehicle, which has turned well. Green light ahead. Slightly delayed left-hand turn, but not too much.
Sniper Street. Don't forget your belongings when exiting the vehicle. If you found unattended belongings, immediately inform the driver. The next stop is Grey Hills.
This is a downhill braking, you need significantly more pneumatic power than on a straightaway or uphill section. Just to hold your position, when stationary you need about 30% pneumatics, since regen is not effective at speeds below 10. Whoopsie-daisy. And we can proceed to the last stop of the hills. A bit early for the blinker.
Grey Hills.
Okay, we are back at the Grey Hills. Parking brake, doors, and release the main brake. That concludes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the Route 16. In the meanwhile, please like and subscribe and comment on any ideas that I should cover in the next videos. See you later.